Hey everyone, Sumner with Heretic Studio here, back again to show you how to install some ditch lights on the Ford Bronco. When you purchase the Ford Bronco ditch light kit, you'll receive one wire harness and two lights. For this install, you'll need a razor blade, some wire strippers, some wire crimpers, electrical tape, panel pry tool, a number 1 Phillips head screwdriver, a 7/16 wrench, a socket wrench with an extension, and a basic socket set. So the first step in this process is we're going to install the wire harness into the vehicle. We're going to run the wire harness up by the windshield, mount the lights, and then connect the harness to the upfitter wires. So the first step we'll need to do is to remove the pigtail off of the Quattro. This can be done by using a number 1 Phillips head screw to take the 2 screws off. So the first step in running the harness is we'll run one of the legs over to the passenger side in this channel right here. So once you run it through this channel, you'll run the wire harness out of the opening in the back of this to this position right here. Next, connect the pigtail harness from the light to the wire harness. Now we'll install the plug on the driver's side. And next is to run this up to the mounting location of the Quattro. So Ford provided some accessory ready spots, and we're going to run that right up to it. So when running wires in vehicles, I like to use an extra long zip tie. So I'm going to run the zip tie through this crack between the windshield, between the A-pillar and the windshield trim here, down to under the hood hinge, and then out so we can connect it to the upfitter wire. So next, I'm going to tape the end that goes onto the Quattro onto this end of the zip tie and pull it through to the other side. Now, if you spray a little Windex or your favorite glass cleaner on the wiring, it will help it slide through the plastic a little easier. And then just go ahead and untape it. So next what we're going to do is we're going to connect the pigtail back to the Quattro. Just keep in mind that the red wire needs to go to the positive post on the Quattro. So feed the wire between the base and the spacer, and then feed the wires up to the posts. And once they're through there, you'll need to screw them in with the number 1 Phillips and the screws provided with the Quattro. Next, we're going to mount it in the accessory ready position. We're going to use this Torx bolt, which is a T25. So I'll just loosen that guy up, take it all the way out. Then we're going to feed it through the Quattro mount. And tighten it back down. And we'll angle the lights near the end of the install once it's all mounted. Good. And then just tuck the excess wire. So with this one almost mounted here, repeat that same process on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now with both lights mounted, it's time to take a look at the wiring. So in order the Bronco kit, the harness that it comes with is a universal harness. Now most Broncos come with the upfitter wiring system, so you can actually cut this harness and connect it directly to that wiring. So the location that you'll want to cut it is at this junction where the fuse is, because we won't be using the switch side, so we won't need any of that wiring. We just need the lengths that run from that light, this light, to right here. So and once that's cut, we've grounded it here using the factory ring terminal, and then we will tap this red wire into the aux green-brown wire. Making a wire-to-wire connection there using a military splice. We'll now insulate it off with some tape. I'll grab a zip tie real quick. And now you'll notice there's a little bit of extra length. Just zip tie that off to itself and then onto the factory wiring to keep it away from anything hot or sharp. With all the wiring hooked up, it's now time to test the functionality of the lights. To test the lights, all you need to do is turn the ignition on and flip the corresponding aux switch. Cool. Functionality looks good. The last thing, just angle the lights and secure the mounting and they're ready to rock and roll. With the lights mounted and angled in the way you'd like them, your install is now complete. Check us out on YouTube for more tutorials like this. Check us out on Instagram and at Heretic Studio for more amazing products.